Hi everyone, welcome back, or welcome if you're new here. So for today's class, I'm going to be taking you through a flow that's going to help you to manage any symptoms caused by PCOS or to help you manage any hormonal imbalances. This flow will be helpful to you as well if you experience irregular periods, as all the asanas that we're going to be practicing today are going to help us to regulate the hormones and improve circulation and digestion, but particularly in the pelvic region around the reproductive organs. Above all, this class will help you to reduce stress and anxiety caused by hormonal imbalances, which will help you to feel more calm and centered within your mind and your body. So if you like, you can grab some blocks, a bolster, cushion, or a blanket, anything that you might need for your practice today. And when you're ready, we'll get started. So we're going to come into a wide-legged balasana. So taking your bolster or your cushion out in front of you, knees as wide as the mat and big toes together. And we're going to place the bolster as close into us as we can, or you can have it further up. So depending on how much support you need, just adjusting the bolster accordingly. And then folding forwards onto the bolster or the cushion, extending the arms out in front of you, and just use this as an opportunity to ground down. Just beginning to release through the lower body, the hips and the groin. Taking a few breaths. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Good, take a few more breaths. And then slowly start to make your way up, taking the bolster or the cushion away from you, and then slowly coming onto the front of the body, so lowering yourself down onto the ground and keeping the hands underneath the shoulders, shoulder width apart. Take the feet out behind you as wide as the mat or wider, and then just tucking the elbows in close towards the body, or as close as you can in towards the body, and pressing the tops of the feet into the ground. Inhale and start to lift the upper body up. Gazing towards the tip of the nose, take a breath. Engage the glutes. Exhale and lower. Inhale and lift. Exhale and lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower, and inhale and lift, and exhale and lower. Good. From here, just tucking the toes under and coming back into Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Starting to pedal out through the legs, bending one knee at a time. And then slowly starting to make your way to the top of the mat. Inhale to Ardha Uttanasana and exhale to Uttanasana. Inhale, take the arms up, bring the palms together, and exhale, hands down by the sides of the body. Inhale to raise the arms up again, bring the palms together, exhale down to Uttanasana. Taking a breath. And then placing the hands down, step it back into Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Inhale as you lift the left leg all the way up, and exhale, step that foot between the hands. You're going to turn the right foot to the side of the mat, and inhale as you take the arms out to a T, Exhale into the left knee, Virabhajasana 2 for 5 breaths. Start to straighten out through that left leg and then reach forwards with the left fingertips. Exhale down to left side, Trikonasana. And you can bring a block underneath the left hand if you like. Opening through the chest and gazing towards the right palm. And taking 5 breaths here. Slowly start to come all the way back up, take the block away, and then turn to face towards the left foot, slightly stepping in that back foot at a 45-degree angle. Bringing the hands behind you into a prayer position or catching hold of the elbows. Inhale as you lengthen through the spine. Exhale, forward fold over the left leg. Taking a few breaths here in Pursvottanasana. And then releasing the hands and framing the left foot. Step back into Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Just walk it out slightly. And then inhale, taking right leg all the way up. Exhale, step that foot between the hands. Turning the left foot to face the side of the mat. And inhale, take the arms all the way out to a T. Check the arms are in line with each other. And exhale into the right knee, Virabhajasana 2 on this side for 5 breaths. Slowly straighten out through the right leg. Reaching forwards with the right fingertips and coming down onto right side, Trikonasana. Again, you can take the block underneath the right hand. Open through the chest, gaze towards the left fingertips. Take 5 breaths. And then from here, taking the block away. And then stepping that left foot slightly in, keeping it at 45-degree angle. Hands behind you, either in Anjali Mudra behind your back, or catching hold of the elbows. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale, forward fold over the right leg. And taking a few breaths here. Release the hands and take the hands down, frame the right foot. Step back into Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Take a breath. From here, dropping the knees down, bringing the knees together, slight gap between your feet so that your bottom can sit between the feet. And you're either going to stay here as you start to lean back as much as you can, or you're going to start to come all the way back down, taking the upper body down and breathing here. And when you're ready, slowly starting to make your way up, and then just tucking your toes under, come to sit into Malasana. Toes are pointing outwards, Hands come to the heart center in Anjali Mudra, growing tall through the spine. Take 5 breaths here, breathing into the lower body. And then lowering yourself down onto the ground, extend the legs out in front of you. And keeping the feet flexed and active, catching hold of the big toes with the peace fingers. You can bend or soften the knees if the hamstrings or legs feel tight. Inhale and lengthen through the spine, and exhale, forward fold into Paschimottanasana. Slowly start to make your way up, and then bringing the soles of the feet together. Just drawing the feet in as close to the body as you can, having the knees out to the sides of the body, and sitting tall in Baddha Konasana. You can make it dynamic by just moving the knees up and down, or come into stillness and inhale as you lengthen through the spine. Exhale, forward fold, coming all the way down or as low as your body will take you. If you like, you can rest your head on a block here. And slowly start to make your way back up. And then from here we're going to practice Ardha Matsyendrasana. Just bending at the right knee and taking the left leg or left foot on the outside of the right thigh. And then taking left hand behind you and hugging the left knee in, or bringing the right elbow outside of the left knee. Inhale and lengthen through the spine. And then exhaling, twist to gaze over the left shoulder. Taking 5 breaths. Good, slowly release, and then switch the legs around, so bending at the left knee and taking right foot outside of left thigh. Right hand comes behind you and either hugging in that right knee and twisting, or taking left elbow outside of the right knee. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, twist, gazing over the right shoulder. Slowly come back through center, and then you're going to take your blocks, so stacking your blocks. You can have 1 block or 2 blocks, just seeing which one feels comfortable for you, and keeping a bend in the knees. You're going to take yourself back onto the blocks so that the back of the chest is on the blocks, bringing the arms out into a cactus position, and breathing here, opening through the throat and the chest. Just starting to stimulate the thyroid gland. And then slowly starting to make your way up, taking the blocks away. Just keeping the knees bent, slowly start to lower your back down onto the ground and windshield wipe your knees from side to side. Releasing through the hips and the lower body, and then picking the soles of the feet up towards the sky, catching hold of the outer edges of the feet, drawing the knees in towards the armpits and rocking side to side in and under Balasana. Good, bringing the soles together and taking the legs down, knees out to the sides. You can press on the inner thighs if you like. Close off your eyes, taking a few breaths in Supta Baddha Konasana. And then finally extending the legs out in front of you, coming into Shavasana, your final rest position. Allow the feet to flop out to the sides, arms by the sides of the body, palms facing up. And then pausing the video, staying here for 5 to 7 minutes. And then start to awaken the body, wiggling the fingers and toes. And rolling over onto your right side. Coming into a fetal position, take a moment. Slowly start to make your way up to a comfortable seated position. Inhale, take the arms all the way up above you, bring the palms together. Exhale, hands down through heart center. Bow your head down to your heart. Thank yourself and your body for your practice. And thank you for allowing me to guide you through your practice today. And I'd advise you to practice this regularly, at least 2 to 3 times a week, to help you to feel the effects of this practice, lower the symptoms caused by PCOS or any hormonal imbalances, and also hopefully to help you see an improvement in regulating your period. Overall, I hope this helps you, and I'll see you all soon.